All right, so a question came up about just keeping that arm locked in, right? Because we're here and our opponent passes around the guillotine and they jump to the side. And then if this arm is able to come out and free, then it's very easy for them to start threatening the von Flue. And even if they don't submit us, they can really back us off our overall attack philosophy. So what am I doing to keep the guillotine in? It's a couple things. One, both my elbows really want to stay low and heavy. So it's like I've got wings and I want to flap my wings down to my rib cage. I also want to keep my chest very concave. So I want to hollow out and make that space just like if I had a wizard, right? So if I was wizard against the arm, and I go big chest, it's easier to slip this arm out. But if I stay kind of like concave, I can lock down on it a little more. So I kind of want to play this game with the arm. So I lock in, they jump to the side, my elbows stay low, I stay close, 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 and my elbow closes this space. So now the more I close and stay hooked up, not only do I have this arm locked in place, but now I have a lot better ability to manipulate. Now if my opponent gets really heavy on the shoulder and flattens me to the mat, then I know there's problems. But look, if I keep these elbows pinched, I'm still good. So if I pinch and keep making space, then I'm not getting crushed and I have options. So that's how I keep the arm in when I'm doing an arm in guillotine. And just like wizarding in all of our wrestling exchanges, any of our pummeling, there's a certain feel component about how to lock that arm in place. All right, so second question.
I don't like my base either when I'm coming around with this cut in.
Base disruption, always nice, right? Because we're always looking for that bump over to the hip. So the second big piece here. So we were talking about catching the front headlock. So I catch the front headlock, and their hands always show up to hand fight, right? And that's just great counter wrestling. Now, there's a couple things that I can do to beat this. If I can win the hand fight consistently, great. If my grip slides in perfectly every time, great. But let's say they fight hands and they stop me. When both their hands are in fighting and they keep their hands in the fight, they've given up the ability to base. So one thing that I'll do very consistently is even if my arm's not in any kind of choking position, I will slam my choking shoulder down through the mat and get them to a head. Now I can come up on top, and now I have gravity to help me out as I win that hand fight. So we're here, they stopped the hand fight, but their arm went in to stop me. Now I just crush down and slam through. I don't need to be under the chin, I don't need a great choke in place, I'm just using leverage. The other thing that's a much more common situation is as they come up to the hand fight, now as they've locked in on the hand fight, they can't block my hip. So I spin away from my choke. I turn my thumb down and I pull this arm up and out. And now I'm in this more traditional ride. If I still want to get to the guillotine, all I need to do is pop them over to a hip. And then I can re-attack again, but this time from top. So I'm here, I'm in front headlock. And if the choke doesn't work, I'm going to end up in bottom. So instead of that, I can just use it, boom, sweep over, get on top. Or I don't feel like I can torque them for whatever reason. Maybe Sam steps up with this leg, blocks that twist over, no problem. Go the other way. Boom. Now I just break down to the head. Boom. And collect the head again. So two common scenarios that give us problems. Their arm pulling out or that hand fight. If the arm's pulling out, we gotta adjust up, we gotta turn our wings down. If the hand fight's bugging us, spin to the back or sweep through the hand fight and then fight from top. Bang, bang, bang.